Hi there, I'm Stephen Hazell. I'm Director of Conservation and General Counsel at Nature Canada. This morning I was testifying for the Senate Energy Committee on the government's Greenhouse Gas Pollution Pricing Act. This legislation is really important for establishing a price on carbon emissions in Canada. And we're doing this so that Canada can overall reduce our greenhouse gas emissions and make our contribution to stabilizing global climate. So I was here today talking about a couple of things. Talking about the disasters, the climate disasters that Canada has had in recent years. The flooding in the St. John River, the flooding in southern BC around Grand Forks, the fires in Fort McMurray, the flooding that we had here in Ottawa and in Gatineau across the river from where I'm standing, the flooding of the Bull River in Calgary, and the huge costs associated with cleanup. So we know that extreme weather events are costing the economy big time. And we know from the insurance industry that the insurance industry is saying that the costs of inaction on climate change are much greater than the costs of acting. So we need to act right now. The senators were interested in a few things. One, they were interested in the whole question of equity and the fact that low-income Canadians don't have the resources to pay an additional carbon tax. So we talked about the measures that need to be taken in order to ensure that there is fairness in how the tax or the pricing scheme is applied. For now, we think that the right approach is to leave it up to the provinces in order to decide how to deal with those inequities. But ultimately, the federal government may need to step in and play a role. But Nature Canada's main message to the committee today was, we need to start now. There's been 30 years of inaction on climate change. We need to start now with a carbon pricing scheme. It no doubt will need to be adjusted as years go by, but let's aim for something good, not something that is necessarily perfect. So that was our message today. We trust that the Senate will enact the bill expeditiously, and that the House will too. It's very important for nature and biodiversity, and also for Canadians and their prosperity over the years that we get on with doing our part in reducing greenhouse gas emissions.